The other thing that I got at Brass, this was only $4.95 and it was on discount. I looked at it and I looked at it and I looked at it and I looked at it some more because I thought, oh, something is broken, something is cracked, something is been glued. Oh, and and I'm telling you that because I already told my girlfriend Hillary that I'm probably literally just missing something, but I looked and I looked and I looked and I looked. Now I'm looking under the camera. See that? They didn't say as is or anything, which is normally what people do when they say, hey, FYI, there's a crack. But I just kept thinking, there's gotta be something wrong with this for $4.95, which I even got for less. But I don't care. The beautiful part, the front looks great. I can still stick in a plant if I want to keep it for myself. You could also use this as a napkin holder. Put some pink, hot pink ones in there for Valentine's Day. Do whatever color you have decorated in your kitchen. So lots of options, but oh my God. I should know better. It was $4.95. I knew that something was going to be wrong with it, and I literally looked at it for probably 5 or 10 minutes, multiple times in the booth, walked away, looked at it again when I was setting, looked at something else. Oh, Brooke, only those things happen to me, right? Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am Brooke and my business is The Junk Parlor. I sell vintage goodies on my website at thejunkparlor.com and just through social. So every week I go out hunting for some vintage goodies to keep for myself, to resell to you. This week was no exception. So I do have a video special to Monday because I was on Hello, Iowa, and then I hit up a couple shops on the way home and I was very happy with my score. So check that video. I went out on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and I didn't get a whole lot, but the things that I got are goodies. So let's check it out. One little thing I got was this oil can. I love getting oil cans with the red on there. This is awesome. A great little display for 4th of July, anything red, white, and blue. Of course, you can always put a plant in it. Before I get going too far, I have not been sharing with you sweatshirts that I have found. Typically, I never even look at clothes. Don't even glance that way, other than maybe some bib overalls for scarecrows, but I don't look at clothes. But I need some new sweatshirts to replace all of my paint splattered ones because now that we live in the big city, I don't feel as comfortable walking around 24/7 in paint attire, whatever you want to call it. I threw most of those away and now I'm looking for some to replace. Also, my 13-year-old could use some new sweatshirts, so I've been looking for him and me because everybody in my family fits the same size except for hubby. So this is one of those sweatshirts that I grabbed. It's just a little yellow Old Navy. I can't decide if this color is a good color on me. Sometimes blonde, fair skin, and yellow is not the best look, but it's super comfortable. I've shared with you that once we moved to Ankeny and I got the house settled pretty well and started getting back into buying and selling, I've really been focusing on picking maybe a little bit more expensive thing that I can flip for a larger profit and just being more selective in what I come home with because I do not have as much storage space. And that is definitely important when you are buying and selling. I've been trying to be selective with picking things that are a little bit more high dollar, unique, one of a kind items. But I did grab a couple things that for whatever reason, they just spoke to me. And this is one of those. So I think it's a like March St. Patrick's Day good luck because it has the horseshoe on it. Or horseshoe, the 4-leaf clover on it. It says friendly greeting, but it is just a framed, and they had it professionally framed. You can tell by the paper going all the way around the back. They had a couple Valentine's ones that were a little bit bigger. They had like lace and doilies and some little doodads on the inside, but I I just wasn't as sure about those, so I didn't get them. These are just calling my name because, probably mainly because of the coloring. So if you haven't checked out my built-ins, make sure and click and watch that. So we have been working on these built-ins since we moved here in July, and they just got finished in January. So I'm just now getting to decorate, and it's really helping me decorate the rest of the house because the built-ins are pretty substantial and everything is open in our house. And this is definitely the color scheme. So I might hang these in my house until they sell. We will just see. They're kind of like a souvenir, I think, 3D. I looked up it's something in Venice, I think, because there's a gondola, but they're like 3D prints. They're small, but I just love the coloring. It has a little bit of that blue-green in there, which you know is my favorite color. And then the guy gave me such a good deal on these. Those I got at Collectomania, I think, and these I got at the Copper Dog. So I'm trying to angle it so you are not getting all of the reflection from my spots. But there are 4 of these. They have a spot for a date, but it says I-8, so I don't think they really ever like dated it. So it is a professionally framed print. You can easily swap out these pictures. Now, most of these prints, again, they're the coloring for my house, and so I really was attracted to them. But the wood and the brass, again, something I have a lot in my own home, I just loved. And at first I only saw 2 and I was gonna get 2. And then I saw 3 and I was gonna get 3. And then I saw 4 and I got all 4. So there are 4 of them, but I could just see these like at the end of a hallway, all 4 of them just lined up, or even to each side of my sliding glass doors. I put some oil prints there now, but I could see these going almost floor to ceiling there as well. You could also do something more traditional where you have 2 and 2, but I absolutely loved these prints. Now, it would be even more awesome if these weren't just prints and were actual paintings, but I still am just really attracted to them and very happy I found them. I know people talk all the time about how they can't go to an antique mall because it's just too expensive. When I first started reselling, I was definitely in that boat. I didn't go there to buy for myself. I didn't go there to buy for resale. But as I've been in the business longer, I now understand why dealers will go to Brass Armadillo or an antique mall and shop. Because it's such a better use of your time to go someplace where everything there is antique. It's a vintage, it's a potential purchase for you, a way to make money. Or if you're shopping for your home, everything there should be multiple booths that have things that you like. Does that make sense? It's a lot more time saving than thrift store hopping, because I can go to 10 thrift stores and not see a true antique piece. I can go to 10 garage sales and not see a true antique piece. Is it better to spend 5 hours and find nothing? Or is it better to spend 2 hours and find multiple things? Some things you might be spending a little bit more on than you would at the garage sale, but you're also saving yourselves time. So an example, I think this mirror, don't hold me to it, but I think this mirror was $9. It's a nice, heavy, old one. It's got my color. It's got the green, distressed, chippy. Sorry, my dog. UPS must be here. But I absolutely love this green mirror. It's super heavy, $9. I can definitely resell that and make a profit. So you are going to find good deals at the thrift store. Now at Collectomania, I picked up something that is not traditionally a Brooke thing, but for whatever reason, I was attracted to it. It had an awesome, very cool look. I researched it right when I was standing there to see what its value was, and it was worth a lot more than that dealer had it priced. Here we have a pink wicker dirty clothes hamper. And then on the top, it has these like metal brackets with a sheet of glass. Now, there is a lot of like white, milky stuff right there, but I feel pretty confident that I will be able to clean that off and shine it up really nicely. But the wicker is in great condition. You can hear something dinging around in there. And when you open it up, it says Lloyd Loom trademark, a lusty product. So that label right there was what sealed the deal for Brooke purchasing this. I could totally see putting this in a bathroom. Now, none of my kids would let me put it in their bathroom, but someday when it's just my husband and I will have something like this in a bathroom. If you've gone with me on my shopping hauls when I've gone to Brass, you've probably seen me share this before, because this is another example. Great price. It was $25. Now, I have been walking by it for probably a couple months now, and I really studied it. I thought, where could I put it in my house? It's kind of big to ship, and I just kept passing it up. But for whatever reason, when I went Saturday, I'm just like, screw it, I'm getting it. I will figure out a place to get it. I haven't even started. I mean, I know I have crap here behind me, but I haven't even started decorating the basement. It needs all painted. I've been trying to brainstorm in my mind what kind of furniture I want to put where. My oldest will be moving out of his room in August, which again is like 6 months away, but then that room will be my office. And so kind of my system I have down here, this will all change, and then this can become living space. All that to be said, it's a great piece I can stage on. I think I can totally ship it easily. It wouldn't be insane because it's so narrow. But look at the great shape on this piece. And somebody added new brackets to the back so that it's easily hangable. And I like the white distressing, the white crappy paint job basically. And it does have on the shelves little grooves so you can put plates or lean pictures. And if I don't want to hang it, I can always set it on a shelf on its top and, you know, use this for some wooden bowls or plates and platters, pictures, and then set small things up here. So it's a very versatile piece. If you are a reseller, this is something great to have in your booth because there's so many different ways you can use it. Now we are back to Collectomania. Now there's a little bit of damage on this pillow. It's very unique, but it's like a satin pillow. Very unique because there's like folds on all sections. So you can see it used to be black satin and now it's pretty much brown. There is a little bit, I don't even know if there was, I don't know. It looks like there's fabric, or not fabric, thread on the border of the dog. And I think that's not even coming unstitched, which is what I thought when I bought it. I think I just need to trim that and it will be right. I think someone had just tried to start prying it off of the pillow because the thread stitching that is around it is all intact. And on the back of it, it kind of looks like that mesh stuff that they put on for a cast. But all of this beadwork on this satin pillow, I just love it. Okay, now we are getting a couple things from New to You Resale Shop. I had never seen a piece like this. It is like a faux doll dresser for your recipes. So it's actually a recipe holder made to look like a little set of drawers or a little cabinet. So cute. I know not everyone loves silver plate, and this is actually super heavy. So it might even be, I don't even know what it would be coated on copper, but it's definitely heavy. Or maybe it's quadruple plate or something. $3.50 on this piece. I can put a plant in it. You can put your sweetener packets in it. You can put cotton balls or ear swabs. some little Valentine's candies. Also, I picked up at New to You shop was this silver creamer. It actually looks like it had a lid on it, and I passed it up. It is a quadruple plate Eureka. I actually passed it up the first time I shared it, but I did a love it or leave it with it, and a customer wanted it, so I went back just by chance because I was picking up my parents from the airport, and I knew what store I had seen it at or taken that picture at, and it was still there. So I felt like it was meant to be. Also at New to You, I got this salt or pepper shaker. Doesn't have the top, but I mean, to me, it's a heavy one also. Bud vase, hello, or a bottle brush tree, and this be the base. It just called my name, and so I picked it up. Now, at the thrift store, this one was at Animal Lifeline thrift store, and it's a good suitcase, good condition. It says Lady Baltimore, $8. I like it. I only get suitcases that are flat that you can stack. And then look at the size of this one. This one is by far the most petite one that I've had that's not that travel case size. I've been thinking I might put some suitcases up above our built-in mudroom lockers because I haven't done anything there, but I still need to pick what paint color I want to do. That is a room that still has paint swatches on it. And the inside is a really pretty like periwinkle blue, purple color. And I smelled it and I didn't smell anything. So were two little butter plates. These are stamped made in Japan. The thrift store was Salvation Army. They had them for $1.99 each. My mom really likes blue and white too. So if they don't sell, I will probably gift them to her. The other thing that I grabbed at the thrift store was this framed iris. Oh, shoot. Again, you have the gold and the wood, and notice that it just fell apart. So on the shelf at Salvation Army, it was just sitting upside down, and literally all of the cardboard and everything was askew. Under the cardboard to see what there was. Oh, I did get this. I stuck it in there so it would be flat and not get bent up. I did get this at New to You resale. But for the price, I just couldn't pass it up. That's just another layer. But you've got this like charcoal sketch on the lady. Check out that beautiful watercolor vase. I mean, look at the vibrant colors. It's not like it's an A+ quality, but it has kind of a funky abstract look. Hello, Brooke's favorite colors. Another very cool watercolor. You could definitely frame these and make a statement, use clips, do a little clothesline effect to hang your artwork. And then this is the one that they were actually framing and showing framed with the irises, which again, I think is beautiful and I really like it. They had kind of used these lace pieces, I think, because again, it was like pretty much demolished when I got it, as borders on that iris watercolor. Okay, now we've got a few more things from Brass Armadillo. This is a beautiful, petite glass shade that just goes over a light bulb. I mean, it is gorgeous. You could even just set it on a plate and use it kind of like as a cheese dome or cheese dish or butter dish, a little cover, and then a real roses jar. I have found quite a few of these in the last probably 3 years, and I actually still have one that hasn't sold yet. It's a little bit different. This one has, try and break something, has basically a rubber stopper with the flower frog built in. Probably not for roses where you're going to like submerge them in liquid, but definitely I think they had water in this, had some flowers stuck in that flower frog. These are perfect for snow globes. You can set them on top of things, kind of like a cloche. So I was super excited to find this. Got some wooden bowls. So as I've been decorating my built-ins, I have used a lot of neutral decor. I'm showing you this big one because it does have a good crack on it. You can see that. And there is actually a chunk of it missing right here. But I don't know, that just makes it seem like it has a lot of character, right? Somebody's polyurethane this, and then it looks like they set it on something wet at some point, and there's like paper stuck to it, but I don't care. Great for layering or nesting. I got 2 smaller ones from the same booth. And I am just really attracted to those. I need kind of a medium-sized one to go in here, but you get the idea. I like these for my coffee table because my husband always wants to put his feet down on the coffee table anyway, so then I can just pick up the bowl, have it on there for decor so it doesn't look so blah, and then easily pick it up and set it somewhere so that he can put his feet up there when we're watching TV. I do this every week. I go out and thrift, pick, junk, whatever you want to call it, looking for treasures for me and for you. So I hope you come back.